Ever wonder how we get some of this stuff we show you? All right, here's how to find a strange universe story. One of our producers was taking a drive up the Pacific Coast Highway about a week ago. He passes a man on the side of the road, a man on a horse. The producer turned his car around. Here's why. Sometimes you might see his shadow on the distant horizon. Sometimes you might not.
It's a hit and miss whether I see him or not.
I can disappear anytime I like.
Sometimes you'll catch a glimpse of a man, a horse, and a dog riding through the hills and the canyons. Sometimes you won't.
I can't believe he disappeared.
I disappear because I go into a tree and I'm hidden.
Some don't even notice him and just pass on by.
So that's only because they don't see.
But others who stop and take a closer look think Neil Harp could be a man lost in time, a ghost rider.
You never know, it could be a reincarnation of a cowboy from the past.
Maybe he is.
Well, I should have been born in the 1800s because this time don't fit me.
These days, Neil Harp rides up and down the California coast from San Diego to San Francisco, the lone stranger, with his two faithful companions, Blackfoot and Pudge, imparting his cowboy wisdom to anyone who's interested in listening and living off the kindness of strangers.
Yeah, I get what I need, it seems. Like the birds, they get to eat every day. I get like what I need every day. But I never go hungry. My horse never goes hungry. My dog never goes hungry.
And it's a long, strange journey that brought him here. Neil Harp says he was always a cowboy, a horse wrangler, back in his native Oklahoma. And then, 5 years ago, something told him to go west, just like the Oklahoma pioneers 100 years before.
Everybody says go west.
The Okies were looking for gold. Neil Harp says he went in search of freedom. So he rode into the Oklahoma hills, across plains and valleys, and down through the western deserts, where he, Blackfoot, and Pudge nearly died.
Well, there's a 100-mile stretch. It was really bad. There was no water. I had to get to the freeway, probably about 75 miles into it. And I flagged down a highway patrol, and he got on the horn to some truckers, and they started bringing me water.
Then, one night, he set up camp in an old Indian reservation and started to dream.
Just went into their dream world, like being a hawk, flying over the city, looking at all the things they are now.
Neil Harp had seen a vision of his own future.
Well, I actually flew in the air, thought I was really doing it, and it was really strange because a hawk woke me up after the dream. And the Indians believe that the real world is, they're dreaming, and this is all the fake world when you're awake.
California, the 1990s, and Neil Harp has gone as far west as a cowboy can go, to the end of the road, the edge of the ocean, and into another reality altogether.
I ride a horse. Everybody goes around the world a lot faster than I do. I go with the world, I think. I move at 3.5 miles an hour everywhere I go. And it's definitely a different speed than the automobile or the plane.
Neil Harp likes to think he's riding backwards in time, ever so slowly, trying to find where he really belongs. And while he's trying to find himself, you might try to find him. You can.
There he is.
But only if you're in the right place at the right time, and he wants you to see him.
Sometimes I'm riding along and I feel like I'm back in the early days, before man found machine. I'm traveling through this world definitely on a different plane and in a different time.
I would say we'll probably be catching up with Neil Harp in the future. Coming up, we visit a fire and strict